Hello friends, this is Dr. Ritvi. Welcome to Homeopathy the Healing Power. Friends, in this video we are going to study homeopathic medicine, which is one of the congestive remedy as it produces congestion of various parts of the body. Suddenness and violence are the key feature of this remedy. And so, this medicine has great importance as it comes handy for homeopathic practitioners in various acute conditions. And the medicine is Belladonna. Friends, Belladonna is indicated for first stage of inflammation, where we can see redness, edema, pain and heat of the affected part. So friends, as usual, let's start in detail study of homeopathic medicine Belladonna. As you all know that in this video I am going to cover detailed visual picture of Belladonna as much as possible. And for those who are new and who have visited our channel through this video for the very first time, let me tell you that I am going to cover Belladonna indications from introduction till the general modality in very artistic way as well as in detail, so that once you will watch this video till the end, you will never forget it, and this will help you as a students in your exam and as a practitioners in your clinic. So friends, if you are new to our channel, then subscribe the channel, press the bell icon and then select option all, so that you will be get notified whenever a brand new video is uploaded from Homeopathy the Healing Power. Like this video and share this video. So let's get started. Belladonna. Belladonna is commonly called as deadly nightshade. It belongs to the family Solanaceae. Belladonna is a combination of two Latin words, bella and donna, that means beautiful lady. Friends, in olden days, this belladonna was used as a cosmetic purpose. Later, this medicine was firstly proved by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann sir. And after its homeopathic proving, the curative powers of belladonna came to the world. Belladonna is known for its suddenness and for its violentness. All the symptoms come suddenly and goes suddenly. Sluggishness, slowness never indicates belladonna. Friends, now let's see the sphere of action of belladonna. The main action of belladonna is seen on cerebrum. Also, the main action of belladonna is seen on brain and on the membranes of the brain. As well as it is also seen that belladonna acts on cardiovascular system, on heart, on lungs, on mucous membrane of eyes, mouth, throat and so on. Friends, wherever belladonna acts, first thing it produces is the congestion, because congestion is a key note of belladonna, is a key feature of belladonna. So if belladonna acts on brain, it will produce a congestion of brain and congestion of membranes of brain. If it acts on heart, it will produce the congestion of heart. If it acts on lungs, it will produce congestion of lungs. And thereafter, it will produce variety of other pathological changes like inflammation, which will then result in delirium, illusion, delusion, hallucination and even mania if it acts on brain and on cerebrum. Friends, one most important pathogenesis of belladonna is seen, and that is it will produce general hyperesthesia. That is, here patient is more sensitive, excessive sensitive to senses. So whenever belladonna acts on motor or on sensory nervous system, it will produce general hyperesthesia. Friends, belladonna is more or less an acute remedy. It is also suited for many acute conditions. Suddenness and violence are the key feature of this remedy, which is generally seen in acute conditions. So that is why constitution of the remedy is not so important. Key note and key feature and the unique PQRS symptoms of this medicine are important. But still friends, there are some key points which we can keep in our mind for constitution purpose. And that is, belladonna is adapted for bilious plethoric person with a red face and congestion of affected part with thrombing pain. So these key features you can see in belladonna patient. Also, it is indicated for bilious, lymphatic and nervous temperament. As well as we see that thermally they are chilly patient and they have tubercular diathesis. Friends, belladonna is indicated in various clinical conditions. Like belladonna is indicated in abscess, in apoplexy, in boils, in any condition related to brain or brain diseases. Also, it is indicated for convulsions, in carbuncles, psychological disorders like delirium, illusion, delusion, as well as it is also indicated for females for dysmenorrhea, for various menstrual troubles, any uterine affection, as well as it is also indicated for abdominal problems in rheumatism, in whooping cough, in various skin diseases as well. So from head to toe, belladonna is indicated for various diseases, and especially here it covers acute conditions. So friends, one by one let's see the conditions, the clinical cases where we can prescribe belladonna, as well as let's see the key features which are most important PQRS symptoms of belladonna that help us in selection of this remedy in these various clinical cases. First, let's see the congestion. Belladonna is known for its congestion. Belladonna itself is one of the congestive remedy. Belladonna is the prince of congestive remedies. Belladonna here produces congestion in every body parts. Belladonna produces congestion in heart, in lungs, in liver, in respiratory tract, in uterus, in joints, on skin, everywhere belladonna produces congestion. Now what is the keynote of this congestion? That is, this congestion will come with suddenness and with violence. There will be a rush of blood towards the affected part with very much violence and with lots of suddenness. So it is described as lightning like a rapidity. Such is the severity of the symptom that the rushing of blood towards the affected part is like an lightning like rapidity. This suddenness and this congestion will later produce the redness of the affected part. Now, wherever there will be a rush of the blood towards that affected part now will become red. So it is externally seen that the affected part is red. So friends, there will be redness, inflammation and congestion of affected part. The skin is very much red, shiny and smooth. So now next key feature is seen, that is, this congestion will now produce heat of affected part. Now friends, due to congestion there will be a great production of heat. The congestive part will become inflamed. This excessive heat later produces burning sensation. This is the keynote symptom of belladonna. That is, there is burning sensation. And friends, this burning sensation is so severe that it can be felt by the examining hand. The physician, if examining the affected part, may feel the burning sensation of that affected part. This burning sensation is again seen everywhere, anywhere. This burning may be internal burning felt by the patient, or it may be external felt by the physician. This excessive burning produces great sensitiveness of the affected part. Now a least touch of the affected part, a least jerk will aggravate the symptoms. So friends, here patient cannot bear to be touched anywhere. This is the keynote of belladonna. So friends, the affected part looks swollen, shiny, very red, hot and sensitive to touch. This later produces excessive pain, very much unbearable pain. And friends, Belladonna itself is one of the great pain remedy, which is characterized by excessive pain which comes suddenly and goes suddenly. The pain which comes with burning, the pain which comes with thrombing, the pain which comes with redness of affected part, with swelling of affected part, with so much severity that a patient cannot bear to be touched. Friends, all of these symptoms are the keynote of belladonna. And now let's see how symptoms gets originated in belladonna. Symptoms in belladonna gets originated because of exposure to cold wind brings on the symptom. Even a simple haircut brings symptom in belladonna. Uncovering the head getting wet also produces symptoms in belladonna, as well as sun and summer season produces symptoms in belladonna. Taking sausage and wine also produces various symptoms in belladonna patient. Friends, because belladonna is known for its congestion and for its pain, so now let's see the congestive headache of belladonna. Belladonna is indicated for its congestive headache. Here the headache is caused due to exposure to cold or to the heat of sun. Even the headache occurs after the haircut. If there is a congestion or suppression of any catarrhal flow brings headache in belladonna patient. So this headache comes suddenly and violently. Friends, especially the right side is affected. Supraciliary region is affected. There is more pain felt in the forehead. There is a thrombing type of the pain. And here patient feels as if sensation of stabbing as by a knife from one temple to the another. Friends, belladonna is indicated for nervous and for congestive headache. There is a pressure felt on the vertex and on forehead. Of course, there is a rush of blood towards the head which produces thrombing and pulsating type of the pain. The pain is felt in the head, the pain is also felt in the eyeballs. The pain is so severe that the patient feels as if the eyes would push out of the sockets. This pain gets aggravated from slightest motion, from jar, from noise, from light, from touch, by lying down, least exertion, or even by bending forward. So any motion brings on the pain in belladonna patient. Tight bandage around the head ameliorates the pain. If patient is in a perpendicular position, the patient feels better. If the patient is out of the perpendicular position, the complaints gets worse. Friends, the most important concomitant symptom is seen, and that is along with this headache, you will see the face of the patient is red. There will be thrombing of carotids. Often we will see that pain is in eyeball. The patient itself will say that the eyes are paining. There will be a redness of eyes. That is why also there will be a burning of eyes. Great intolerance of light will be felt by the patient, and sometimes vision problems will also seen in patient. This congestion of head also produces vertigo, and so belladonna is also indicated for vertigo. Here the vertigo is caused by stooping or rising after stooping or by changing the position. So vertigo is seen with falling towards left side or backwards. Here the patient is very sensitive to least contact. In fact, scalp is also very sensitive to touch, with much thrombing and heat sensation is felt by the patient. Friends, belladonna is also indicated for tonsillitis. Because of its congestion, it is often indicated in red, hot, inflamed tonsils. Here we see that the patient suffers from great dryness of mouth. Also, the patient suffers from great dryness of throat with redness and burning sensation. Generally, right side is affected and most of the condition are worse on right side. The patient feels that the throat is very much constricted and patient finds very difficulty in swallowing the food. There is constant urging to swallow, And along with this tonsillitis, most of the time there is inflammation of cervical glands seen. Friends, belladonna is also indicated for abdominal problems. It is indicated in acute abdomen, in gastritis, in peritonitis, in gastralgia. The patient suffers from nausea and vomiting and pressure feeling, which is felt more, that is, which gets more aggravated after eating or after drinking. There is again severe pressing, cramping and spasmodic type of the pain seen. The pain is so severe that patient bends backward, and after bending backward the patient feels better. Friends, here patient is very sensitive to pain. The sensitiveness to pain is so severe that the patient can hardly bear the covering around the abdomen. Also, the patient can hardly bear the pressure of clothing. During pain, the transverse colon protrudes like a pad all across the abdomen. Friends, belladonna is also indicated for cough. Here the cough is brought due to exposure to cold air, after haircut or after getting wet. There is a very dry spasmodic type of the cough with tickling sensation. Friends, belladonna is also indicated in fever. In fever cases which are caused due to exposure to cold air, because of uncovering the head, or in heat of summer, as well as the fever which occurs after haircut. Of course, the onset will be sudden and violent. There will be all the different stages of fever like chill stage, heat stage and sweat stage. Sweat is generally seen on the covered parts. This is the keynote of this belladonna. As well as there will be no thirst, because belladonna itself is a thirstless remedy. Congestive headache and cough is also seen in the fever. Sometimes this fever gets complicated with anxiety and delirium, which we will discuss in mind section. Friends, belladonna is also indicated in boils, especially wherever there is a first stage of inflammation before the pus formation takes place. Redness, swelling, heat of affected part, throbbing pain with sensitivity to touch indicates belladonna. Touch aggravates the complaint and application of heat ameliorates the complaint indicates belladonna. Friends, when belladonna given in this acute stage of boil, it reduces the swelling, heat and pain in very few hours. Friends, let's see the mild symptoms of belladonna. Belladonna patients are generally very entertaining, jolly and well behaved, but they become very violent and sometimes very delirious when they fall sick. So belladonna is mostly indicated for delirium, because we have seen that it produces congestion of brain. So this congestion of brain later produces inflammation of brain and inflammation of membranes of brain, which is preceded by delirium, delusion, illusion, hallucination and even mania. So that is why belladonna is indicated for delirium, and also belladonna is one of the top indicated remedy for delirium. The other are stramonium and hyoscyamus. Friends, there are some other medicines also which indicates the delirium in our homeopathic Materia Medica, but belladonna, hyoscyamus and stramonium are the top 3 indicated. In belladonna, there is a great excitement and violence seen, which is seen in the mind symptoms. The patient is very much delirious. Cerebral congestion is also seen. Because there is a rush of blood towards the head, we can see that the face of the patient is red, very much heat, and congestion of the face of the patient is seen. Along with that, throbbing of carotids is also seen. The patient is very much furious. The patient is also very much in anger. Patient spits, bites all those around him. Patient picks up the bedclothes, tears them into pieces, throws them here and there. Sometimes the patient even breaks into fits of laughter, gnashes their teeth, which represent a pure picture of violence. Various imaginations are seen in delirium condition. Here the patient sees ghosts, monster, various insects, black animals, dogs, wolves and dangerous wild animals. There is a great fear of unusual imaginary things, and so the patient wants to run away from that. Strange delusion, illusion, and hallucination with loss of consciousness is seen. There is great anxiety with desire to escape and hide here and there. So a pure violent picture of delirium is seen in Belladonna. Friends, Belladonna is also indicated in Prolapse of Uterus. The patient feels a sensation of pressing downwards, as if all the contents of the abdomen will come out of the vulva. This sensation gets worse in morning, and it is relieved by standing and by sitting erect. Friends, all of these symptoms of Belladonna gets aggravated from touch, from motion, from noise, exposure to air, by looking at bright shining object. Even the Belladonna patient has time modality. The complaints get worse at 3 p.m. The complaints even get worse at night, after midnight, while drinking, by uncovering the head. Also, summer and exposure to sun brings the complaints and even gets aggravated. Lying down, least jar, motion, and strong smell also aggravates the condition. Standing or sitting erect, by taking rest, and in warm room, the complaints are ameliorated. So friends, this is a detailed video on homeopathic medicine, a medicine which is considered as Prince of Congestion, Belladonna. Please leave your valuable feedback and any suggestion in the comments section given below. Like, share and subscribe the channel to meet again. Thank you for watching.